tuned in to hoodactionnews.com. Now, we got a couple different stories tonight, couple different nuances, couple different perspectives, couple different everything, right? Now, let's go right into the first report. So the first report, this guy right here, before this picture popped right up, I was going to try to save the picture. So this guy right here on the screen is a murder suspect from Washington State. Now they found him in Los Angeles. Now, if you gave me a piece of paper to draw what an axe murderer looks like, this guy would be one of my. I hate to judge people by looks, but if you gave me a piece of paper and I could actually draw what this guy looks like, and you said draw an axe murderer, this dude, I mean, literally looks like the Joker, right? Now I got a couple different pictures. Let me see if they're going to show the pictures in a report, but let's find out what this guy actually did, or what didn't he do.
For a Washington State murder suspect comes to an end right here in Southern California. This is the KTLA 5 News at 3. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. We're told that the murder suspect is now in custody.
The manhunt intensified after his car was found abandoned in Calabasas. KTLA 5's Lauren Lister joining us now live with details on the suspect's capture. Lauren.
Yeah, Glenn and Lou, major breaking developments in this case. Less than 48 hours after the suspect's vehicle was discovered in this Calabasas parking lot by LA County Sheriff's deputies, we've now learned that the suspect has been captured, taken into custody by LAPD Olympic Division. Let's jump into some video. This is the man that the manhunt has been on for, spanning 1,000 miles, beginning in Washington State a week ago and reaching.
Yo, look at my man's picture, yo. It's another picture they got floating out. Look at my man's picture. My man looked like the Joker, the Grim Reaper, and the Scream Mask all together. So my man right here looks like the Joker, the Grim Reaper, and the Scream Mask rolled all in one.
A week ago and reaching Southern California this week. Now, we don't know more details about exactly how or where he was captured by LAPD. We're getting this information so far by Longview Police and LA County Sheriffs, working to get more details from LA Police Department. 51-year-old Alexander Lee Rogers, though, we can confirm is in custody. Police say they suspect him in the murder.
Yo, look at my man. My man looks like, listen, he looks like Dolph, what's his name? What's my man? Dolph Lundgren. If he dies, he dies. My man looks like the if he dies, he dies dude. You know what I'm saying? He definitely looks like the if he dies, he dies. Now, this is the dude. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Would you invite this dude over? Listen, ladies. This is for the ladies. Would you invite this dude over for mom's roast beef? Pause. No, is that a pause? I don't know if that's quite a pause. So, ladies, would you invite this dude over for mom's roast beef? Now, I'm going to go back to the first picture. Let's let this play out, and then I want you to look at my man's picture, right? Ladies, you all could have saved society some trouble by letting this man smash. So I'm going to repeat that again. Ladies, you all could have saved society some trouble by letting this man just smash, right? Now we got, what's his name? Let's find out his name. Then we got Meatball Face, the axe murderer.
Of 64-year-old Don Peters and attempted murder of Don's 73-year-old brother-in-law, Andrew. Let's show you some photos we have of Dawn provided by her family. The family has just been completely devastated by her loss. The two were stabbed in their family home August 5th, where they live with two other relatives. Their nephew says the suspect did handyman work at the home and says his uncle was barely able to alert authorities after being stabbed.
Got him in the throat over here. I think before he passed out, he was able to stand up and spin around and hit the medical alert button on the alarm system to trigger the cops. That's why it initially came across as just a medical alert. Nobody knew of the horror that hid behind it until whoever showed up first on the scene.
Police would soon discover that horror, and doorbell video appears to show Rogers entering the Peters house that morning of the murders on the 5th.
So
Now, the motive remains a mystery. Family says they just have no clue why anyone would want to hurt Don or Andrew, describing Don as someone who takes care of everyone. Now, back out here live, we are expecting to hear more details about just what went into this arrest. LAPD's
So we killed somebody he know, right? So I'm not saying that that's any better, but that's not really serial. But he's a murder suspect. And from this picture, my man looks like Meatball Face the murderer. You know what I'm saying? He definitely looks like a murder suspect. I'm going to just keep it a buck with you. My man looks like Meatball Face the murderer right here. Now, this right here, in this case, they're saying he actually knew the person. It really doesn't matter. After you murder somebody, it really doesn't matter. But they're saying he actually knew the person, and there's no motive. So we don't know what happened. We don't know if it was an altercation. We don't know what actually happened in that case. So I'll keep an eye on that and see if we can find more about that case. But my man definitely looks like a murderer to me on there. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. Now, I'm going back to Philly. Here in Philly, I'm in Philadelphia. Here in Philly,